Google is going to call your business on your client's behalf, and you better not hang up that phone and think, I'm not talking to an AI bot. Not the client, not the human. Google, an AI agent, is going to pick up the phone and call you for your availability and pricing. So the person searching never has to make the call themselves. And they did not say service business. They named 3 categories specifically: home services, beauty, pet care. Your industry by name on stage at one of the biggest tech events of the year. This is episode 469 of Bella in Your Business. You guys, on February 26th, I was inside my mastermind with the jumpers, and I was talking about this tiny little, what they call Google Labs, right? It's an experiment that they were doing. It's called CC. And CC was this email feature that it was so cool because every morning it would read your Gmail and your calendar and then hand you a prioritized summary of your day. What was urgent, what was next, all in one place with links to go to it. So now you're not having to read through your emails and your appointments and requests and things that had deadlines and not know it. It was amazing. I was fired up, and I told all my jumpers that they all needed to be on it right now. And the response was also excitement, and other people signed up for it too. Some people had to get on the wait list because there was a wait list for it, but it was a really cool thing. And since February, I personally have been doing it. Now, let's fast forward to May 19th, which you're going to hear a lot about today. Google stood on a stage at their biggest developer conference of the year and announced it to the world. It was a new name. It was built into their Gemini app on the keynote stage in front of 1 billion people. And guys, this is exactly what I do. I take this stuff that is out there, that is overwhelming, that is just there's so much that you become paralyzed, and I put it through a strainer. I decide what is actually going to be important to you, the small business owner. I distill it and I give it straight to you. That's exactly what I did. Okay. And I filter out the noise. I bring you the things that actually matter before they matter, before the headlines, before everyone else gets on top of it. That's what I've been doing since 2023. Okay. And today's no different, because AI literacy is the new business literacy. And if you're listening to this, you are one of these special people in the small business world that wants to learn and wants to know. You're not one of the ones that are sticking your head in the sand or paralyzed by fear. Do you have fear? Probably. Honestly, probably. Okay. But do you know what to do with it? Absolutely. That means you're a jumper. And I'm going to come back to the CC thing. There's more to that story. But first, I need to tell you something really huge. What Google announced that almost knocked me out of my chair. They named the pet industry by name on stage. And literally, not to sound sensationalized, but nobody's talking about this. But I am today on this episode of Bella in Your Business. So let's get into it. Google I/O on May 19th and 20th in 2026 in Mountain View, California. Google's VP of Search, Liz Reed is her name. She stood up and said, this is the biggest upgrade to search in over 25 years. Let me say that again. The biggest upgrade to search in 25 years. I know we live in a world where everything's sensationalized and we're desensitized, but I really, truly need you to understand and listen to the rest of this episode. 25 years, you guys. The last time Google changed search this much, most of us were using AOL. Pet sitting businesses didn't even have websites yet. So what actually changed? The first thing is the actual search box. The little white rectangle that you've been typing 2 or 3 words into for 25 years, like pet sitting Scottsdale, dog walker Phoenix. They rebuilt it from scratch. You can now type a really long, detailed question because people aren't just typing, they're also talking. You can upload a photo, which has been Google image search, right? You can drop in a file, you can attach a video, you can send Google an open browser tab and say, figure this out for me. There are so many different ways to act. It's like Google search used to be in preschool, and now it's got a collegiate doctorate degree. And now you need to change. Society is going to be changing their behavior to ask better questions. And as a business owner, you are an honorary marketer, whether you want to be or not. And this is what I'm going to translate for you today. It's really important, okay? Think about what it means for your client. They're not just typing like pet sitter Phoenix anymore. I mean, who speaks like that? Nobody speaks like that. And no one's going to be searching like that in a year or two from now, if not sooner. Okay. People are already doing this. They're typing, I need a pet sitter, or they're talking, I need a pet sitter in Scottsdale who can handle my 80-pound reactive lab, has a weekday morning availability, isn't insured. Guys, wait until you hear what I'm about to tell you. They're going to be full sentences, full context, real life. They're real words, okay? And it's not just my opinion. Google released their own data on 1 year of AI mode. And that was like a mode that you actually had to flip to, okay? You don't have to do that anymore. Pull out your calculator. The average search length of a search in AI mode is now 7.22 words. 7 words, not 3, pet sitter Scottsdale. Okay. That's an average length. The average length of a traditional Google search is usually about 4 words, sometimes less. So AI searches are almost double the length and climbing. Everything that you knew about how to write blogs and keywords has now like exploded. Okay. The top words people use to start AI mode search are what, how, I, is, can. Those are the top action words inside the search. The top action words inside the search are find, information, identify, explain, and summarize. Okay, read that again. Those are the conversation words. They're not keyword words. If your entire SEO playbook is built around 3 keywords like dog walker Phoenix, you're optimizing for search behavior that's disappearing in real time. Let me say that again, because guys, this is not just a do something else and not pay attention episode. This is a really, really important episode. I don't know how to express this. Okay. Your SEO playbook, if it was built under like 3, 4 keyword researches, like dog walker Phoenix, you are optimized for a behavior that is not going to be existing. It's already on its way out. Your clients are not searching that way anymore. Just think about your own search experience. And the rest of the keynote, Google was explaining what they are searching like. So do you want to know? Because I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you all the information you need to know. Okay? The second thing, AI mode is no longer optional. It is the front page. There's no flip to AI mode. You're in AI mode. Okay? Liz Reed announced that AI mode has crossed 1 billion monthly users. Queries have now more than doubled every single quarter since launch. And they just swapped out the brain behind it. A new model, Gemini 3.5 Flash. It's 4 times faster. I know this is really difficult to wrap your brain around because it was difficult for me to wrap my brain around, but stay with me here. This is what it means in plain language. When someone in your city opens up Google right now and searches for a dog walker or a pet sitter, they're not getting 10 blue links anymore. And at the time of this recording, this is 1 week into the 2-week change that is happening everywhere. I'm recording this on May 26, 2026, just for a reference. If you're listening to this in the future, hello. I love talking to my future self. Anyways, I digress. This is changing. Blue links are not clicking through anymore. That's not what we're doing. They're getting an AI generated answer, a recommendation, a summary. And if you're not in that summary, you don't exist. Whoa, that's pretty heavy, Bella. No, guys, I'm not sensationalizing this. This is what I've been doing for a couple of months now. I've been doing AI SEO audits of websites, okay? You're not going to just exist at the bottom of the page or page 2. It's going to be nowhere. It's not going to come up anywhere. Gone. Okay. So this is the part that trips up almost every business owner I talk to. It doesn't matter what industry they're in either. It could be the financial industry. It could be physical therapy clinics. It could be lawyer offices. It could be roofing companies. It doesn't matter. Okay. Because literally this is the same reaction no matter where you are. I don't care what industry you're in. They hear all of this and think, okay, I just need to rank better, get more reviews, post on social. And I got to say this honestly, like you're solving the wrong problem. And that's exactly why I stopped doing marketing for businesses, because in my own mind, if your boat was leaking, we need to patch those links first, okay? That's not the game anymore. The game is now being citable. An AI engine read your website, understood what you do, and confidently recommended you. That's where we're going towards. That's where you need to be. And you could be one of the first adopters of this. And then that'll only help you build compounded, I'm going to say compounded interest, but compounded citability. Okay. And those are two different things. So if this is the first time you're hearing me say this, I want you to go back and listen to episode 428. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, it's not Google. And here's why. That episode lays the foundation for everything I'm about to say. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI mode do not work like a search engine. And the rest of the world will eventually catch up and realize this, but like tech changed the game on us, and now human behavior needs to catch up to it. I am offering you an opportunity today to fill that gap and put your business in the position that it needs to be. This is vitally important. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, just sign up, jumpconsulting.net/2020. And let's get on a 20-minute call and talk about how does this affect your business? Because this is really, really, really important. Okay. Your clients have changed the way they search completely. They're not typing 2 words anymore. They're having conversations with Google. Someone in your city right now is typing something like, who is a reliable dog walker near me who could do midday dog walks for my senior dog and has availability starting on Monday? Wait, availability? Huh? Well, my website doesn't show availability. Oh, you guys, I'm about to blow your brain even more than what it already is. Okay. This is not a keyword. This is not, it's a brief. And Google's AI is looking for a website that answers that brief specifically, directly, and in the first 100 words, not mixed up in some word soup 500 words down. And I got to be honest with you, a lot of websites, they're just a brochure. It's a Lamborghini sitting in your driveway, not doing anything. No one knows it exists because it's not being driven around. So what can it cite? It can cite something like, we walk dogs in the 85254, 85255 zip codes in Scottsdale. Solo walks are $25 for 30 minutes. We specialize in senior dogs. We have morning availability Monday through Friday. Real, specific, and answerable. Okay, think about the last time you walked into a restaurant and the menu said, curated culinary experiences tailored to your unique palate. Oh my God, you would walk out, right? Your clients are walking out of vague websites right now in the exact same way, and Google's AI is not recommending them. Start answering questions, stop writing brochures, and front load every answer. Whatever your most important claim is, it needs to be in the first 100 words of every page, not buried in paragraph 4, not hiding underneath a pretty hero image. First 100 words. Okay? AI reads the top of the page and decides real fast. You got about as long as a first impression at a networking event to make this happen. So, quick aside, because I know some of you are blog posting right now, or you have a VA blog posting for you right now, and you're quietly wondering if those blogs are doing anything for you. Let me give you the structure I use. I'm going to just literally give it to you because I know most people aren't even going to do it. And it's something that you can get from Chat, Claude, or just asking Google now. This is the same structure. So there's 6 rules, write them down. Ready? The first, the blog headline is a question, not a statement, not a clever pun. It's a question. The same real question a client would type into Google AI mode. Okay? 2, the first 100 words answer the question directly. 3, every H2 on the page is also a question. All right? AI engines scan H2s to figure out which a page covers. 4, an FAQ at the bottom of every single one. 5, link to other blogs. 6, your author bio at the bottom. This is really, really important. Okay? If you read that list and thought my blog hits none of these, you're not alone. Because like I said, most business owners, none of it hits. Okay. But that's exactly where this gap is, the opportunity. And this is where I don't want you to get discouraged. I want you to get encouraged. And I want you to be like, oh my God, there's so much I can do. The playing field has almost been like leveled. Okay. I just literally gave you the system. Here's something also that no one's talking about. And when I see almost nobody, I mean this is not in the mainstream pet sitting business conversation at all. Google Analytics is lying to you. Not on purpose, but it is. And here's the thing. The AI bots, the crawlers from ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI's mode, they don't run on JavaScript, which is what Google Analytics gets and gives you the analytics for. It's giving you a roadmap to a country that it's not showing you all the roads. Does that make sense? Okay. You could be getting visited by AI engines every single day, every single hour, and your dashboard will say nothing. So where do they show up? They show up in your server logs. That sounds really techie. It sounds really confusing. It's not. In fact, in 1 hour, I'm going to be teaching and giving an SOP to my mastermind members on exactly how they can do it and then showing them how to have AI do it for them. It'll take you 3 minutes. That's it. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that. You don't need to know what a server log is, but you do need to know that that data exists. And I would like you, if you were a jumper, to know how to go do it and be enabled to do that so you can make better decisions based off of better information. Okay. And now this is the part I've been waiting to get to since the beginning of the episode. If you're driving, keep your eyes on the road, okay? But if you're folding laundry, put it down. If you're literally doing anything else right now, stop. Because this is where I'm about to give you a direct quote from Google's official blog, posted May 19th, 2026, the day of the keynote. And I'm going to read it word for word. Soon, you will be able to ask Search to perform tasks on your behalf. In the coming months, you will be able to use AI mode to make a reservation, book an appointment, or get quotes, starting with home services, beauty, and pet care. AI mode will call businesses for you to check availability, pricing, and then bring the result back so you can decide. Okay, guys, I don't know how else to use my words to explain to you what this means. And I'm going to break it down from you to me. 1, this technology has already been out there for years. It just hasn't been widely adopted. This is Google drawing the line in the sand saying, giddy up, we're doing this. 2, I know almost every single one of you, at least 9 out of 10 of you, say hell no to a receptionist, an AI receptionist, okay? I get it. They're not that great, or maybe they're just like, up and coming, or maybe you don't understand how to do it. Google said, fine, that's fine. I'll have my receptionist call you then. And I know a lot of people in the pet industry don't like to answer their phones for various reasons. You're going to want to start answering your phone this summer, which kind of goes back to my phone script class that I've been selling for 20 years and teaching people how to figure out what exactly someone's wanting, because it's not pet sitting and dog walking, and then sell that to them. Okay? Google is going to call your business on your client's behalf, and you better not hang up that phone and think, I'm not talking to an AI bot. Okay? Not the client, not the human. Google, an AI agent, is going to pick up the phone and call you for your availability and pricing. So the person searching never has to make the call themselves. Google wants to be so helpful to people that they're literally going to send their agents out to go do this work. And they did not say service business. They did not call local companies. They named 3 categories specifically: home services, beauty, pet care. Your industry by name on stage at one of the biggest tech events of the year. Someone is sitting on their couch Sunday night. They're going out of town next week. Maybe they're literally watching a movie with their kid, right? They open up the Google on their phone and they say, find me a pet sitter near me who has availability Thursday to Sunday. Google's agent goes out and does the work, finds the pet businesses in your area, checks which one it can read and understand. And for the ones that qualify, have you even qualified? It calls, it checks availability, it checks pricing, and it comes back with a report. The business it can reach, it's in the conversation. The business it can't reach, it doesn't make the list. It's not about having a pretty website. This is not about Google reviews on their own. This is a gate. and you're either on the right side of the gate or the wrong side of the gate. The front door just changed to your business. The front door just changed to your business. And this is rolling out to everyone in the US this summer in 2026, not 2027, 2026. And you're going to have heard it here first, because this is what I make my job doing. I take actual things that are happening and I apply it into your business. I am not listening to some podcast regurgitating the same old stuff, systems and processes and SOPs and da 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 da. And I'm not. That's not what lights me up. I think in the next episode, I'm going to share with you guys where I'm at, because I think that'll give you good context. That's a side note. Anyways, back to my notes. So let me bring it back. Let me bring it back home. Let me land this plane and this episode, because right now you're probably sitting there like, whoa, what am I doing? What is going on? I guarantee you, if you look at your analytics right now, they're probably going down. If you found that not happening, email me. I want to know. Okay. So February 26th, I'm in my community telling the jumpers about the CC from Google Labs, and now it's available to everybody. That was the thing I was fired up about 2.5 months ago. Google just gave it an official launch now. They named it the Daily Brief. And in their own announcement, they said it was, quote, built on the success of our recent Google Lab experiment in CC. Google's words, not mine. So if you were on that wait list in February, you were already living in the future, because I strained it. I told you to do that, okay? You were already doing what Google announced to 1 billion people. That is what being in my community gets you. That's what the strainer is for. Now, Daily Brief is in its full form, and here's what it actually does. Every morning, Gemini reads your Gmail, your calendar, and your task. It doesn't just summarizes them, it prioritizes them. For pet business owners, running 6 days a week and wearing 14 hats, that's not nice to have. That's an hour of your morning back and your mental clarity. And then there's Gemini Spark. Spark's different. Spark is a 24/7 agent that runs on Google's servers. They're not telling you go use an agent. They're just giving you an agent to use. Because I think the word agent is actually really scary for a lot of people. And it's not running on your phone or on your server or on your computer. It's running everywhere your devices are. It takes action inside your Gmail, calendar, Drive, Docs, draft emails, schedules, follows up, handles the stuff that you do on repeat. I know some of you are about to ask me, but can Spark get into Time to Pet? Can it work inside Precise Pet Care? Right now, no. At the launch, Spark works with Google's own apps and a handful of partners, and neither one of those companies have created the connection to make that happen, but they can, okay? And the client inquiry emails, the follow-ups, the schedule confirmations, the thank you notes, the deposit reminders, this is an upgrade from templated emails. And if you have the basic foundation built, like creating your AI voice, then this will work brilliantly. But if it's just creating AI slop and it's not trained on you, then it's going to be terrible. And that's where it's going to separate, I hate this phrase, but I don't know what else to say, the men from the boys, okay? The girls from the women, all right? I don't want you to walk away from this episode spiraling. Spiraling does not book clients. If you haven't heard me say this before, go back to episode 433, 13 AI pet sitting business mindset shifts. The first one in that list is the one that matters the most right now. You're not behind. You're still early. Most of your competitors aren't even listening to this episode. You are. You have an amazing opportunity right now. So I'm going to give you 4 things to do this week. 1, go be your own client. Open up ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI mode, type best pet sitter in your city and see what comes up. If your competition is there and you are not, you just found your problem. Okay? 2, read your own homepage like AI would. Look at your first 100 words. Did they even answer a specific question? Do they have your city, your services, your prices? Do they have passionate, dedicated care? We love them like our own. Because that second one, AI can't do anything with it. 3, get your Google business profile airtight. Hours, services, phone numbers, service area, photos, all of it accurate and updated weekly. 4, reviews everywhere. I know you have reviews. Pet business owners have the best reviews in any industry. People cry when they get your dog walking videos. You send Christmas cards. Their name, they name their dog after you. But your reviews aren't doing the work they could be doing. Reviews need to live in 4 places, not 1. Okay? Place 2, embed them in your website, not a screenshot, as real text on a dedicated reviews page and on every service page with schema markup so AI can read them. If your reviews are sitting on Google and nowhere else, AI has to go look for them. Make it easy. Put them right on your site. The third place, inside your FAQs, when a potential client asks, are you insured? Your answer should mention every one of our 200 plus 5-star Google reviews mention that our reliability and communication. Reviews are the answers. And number 4, cross-platform. Yelp, Nextdoor, Facebook, Bark. The more places AI can see you reviewed consistently, the more it trusts you. It's called citation consistency, and AI engines do look for it. Here's a pattern. The pet businesses that have 300 reviews on Google and 0 everywhere else look suspicious to AI. The one with 80 on Google, 40 on Yelp, 30 on Nextdoor, 20 on Facebook looks like a real business that people use. And you already have the reviews, you just need to distribute them. Okay? So you guys, here's what I want to leave with you. Google did not sneak this in. They did not quietly push an algorithm update at 2 a.m. and change the face of everything. They stood on stage and announced it. They told you pet care is one of the first categories. They said this summer. This is a gift. Most industries don't get this advanced notice like this. Jumpers had CC in February. The rest of the world got it in May. The gap, that's the difference between being in this community and not. And if you're here and you want a bigger picture of why AI is the single most important business shift of the decade, not go high level or figuring out what to post on your social media, okay? You got to start with episode 421. Why AI will save your pet business. That's the foundation. Hope is not a strategy, but action is. Share this one with one person that needs to hear it. Please review this episode. Send me an email, bella@jumpconsulting.net. I want to hear from you. Someone is still running their business like AI search isn't already here. And the rules have really shifted, and they've never shifted this monumentally ever before. Okay? I hope to hear from you. I need feedback on this episode. I want to know what you're going to implement and if you've already started implementing anything. A new website isn't the how to solve it. You need to know what to say and where to say it. I help so many people do that. Reach out if you want my help. Until next time, when life gets you down, always keep jumping. Bye now.